Hi everyone, I'm finally back. I had a small vacation from YouTube, but my predictions never stopped in my Telegram channel. I'm sorry again for voice, for video quality, for audio quality. I will get my micro next week, so result will be better. So I hope you will hear me and you will see my predictions. Just few examples for previous bets. It's Thursday uh, results. So all my bets in my Telegram channel. So don't forget to join. It's free to join. All my predictions in my Telegram channel for Thursday for Conference League past. So as example, you can see I bet for Maribor to score. I was going to take over 1.0. Odd was over 2, but they scored 2. Then I give a multiply with 2 bets. Odd is around 2. Past Levadia Zhilina, yellow cards. Then Dynamo Minsk, Zeleznychar also passed. Then I give one more multiply for yellow cards. Odd is over 2 passed. Then I gave goal from Inter Escaldes passed. Then I gave Neman Grodno Vaduz over 1.5. So that was risky bet, high risk bet, but fortunately they scored, and that bet for 2.1 odd also passed. Then Glentoran Gzira also passed over 1.5, and for Glentoran Gzira I took 2 extra bets. So I gave you, so I decided like to give like less riskier bet, but for me I took 2 riskier bets. That was first bet, so I gave you total over 1.5, but I took both team to score, and Glentoran scored. Odd was 197, and then it was 90 plus 1 minute. I took again over 1.5, odd 3.3, and fortunately they scored. So this is my results and our results for Thursday. Today I will give you predictions for Denmark. It's Lyngby, Copenhagen, and Norway, Molde, Sarpsborg. So I prepared more deeper as in my previous video, as I gave you more like deeper overview of my bets. So I decided to take a Lyngby Copenhagen, and I wrote my analytics, and now you will hear this analytics, so you will have like deeper, wider understanding of my logic. Okay, so I will read my analytics and you listen carefully. There is such a tradition in Copenhagen to start the season as if it's a core sport. It's not football at all. For example, Copenhagen started previous season with a series of 3 games without victories and 5 games in which he conceded at least twice. The following season, Copenhagen started with a couple of draws, 2-2 and 0-0. The last season, at the moment, he started with 6 defeats in 10 games. I propose to assume that this season Copenhagen will start with problems also. If they have been prevented in recent years from a tolerably start in European competition, a game in 2 fronts, then they will prevent them now too, because on Tuesday Copenhagen will play in the Champions League. Copenhagen's summer transfer window hasn't started yet. Well, you can actually say that there is one transfer to the entrance. I do not take into account those who returned from loan, but this is a signing of a football player who was in the squad before. Then he was on loan. Now he is officially a Copenhagen player, and that's it. But left the main midfielder Haraldsson, who last season took part in 29 out of 32 games. Plus some substitutes left the team, so the Copenhagen bench became weaker. Apparently, there will still be transfer, but for now, the Copenhagen team should play without them. Even at the level of last season, it will be difficult to play. The Danish league is a league of sensations. Copenhagen won the title last season, but only with 18 victories for 32 games. The vice champion has 15 victories. Um, here it's more profitable in Copenhagen Championship or in the Danish league is more profitable to bet against favorites and not on them. Copenhagen, for example, won only half of the away games last season, losing a couple of times even at the stadiums of teams from the second half of the table. His misfire at Lyngby would have been painful but hardly surprising. And last season the local team did not concede in half of the home matches against teams from the top 6. They made sensations from time to time and they could repeat this time. So now you understand what I'm going to say, not to bet on Copenhagen. Okay, I'm not here to praise Lyngby. I'm here to convince you to bet against Copenhagen. Here is another argument. Their top player. It's Claesson, 13 plus 4 at last season. So goals and goal passes. He's injured right now. Before the April injury, Hachelava was the main defender of the team. Now he's also in the hospital. After his injury, Copenhagen missed in 8 out of 9 games and might miss now, or will not score without the leader of his attack, Claesson. Or he will put a reserve because they are going to have a Champions League game this Tuesday. So what I'm going to say, it's your choice to bet on Copenhagen, but I give you 3 options for that game. Less riskier option, it's handicap for Lyngby plus 1.5. So odd is not really big, but I'm not expecting that Copenhagen would win in 2 goals. Then riskier option is Lyngby handicap plus 1 with possible return, but it could pass easily also. And high risk option because I assume that there could be a draw. It's double chance for Lyngby. Odd is 2.31. It's a high risk bet. So it's your decision to take or not to take. So this is my 3 bets for that game. And Molde Sarpsborg, unfortunately, I will give you just bets. I didn't have enough time to to put my minds on the paper, so only bets. So they played week and half in Norway Cup, and Molde scored 3 goals in the first half. So Molde also will have Champions League game next week. So I think that I think that they want to get result in that game, like in the first half. So score like 1 goal, 2 goal, maybe again 3 goals first half, and change main players for the second half to keep them for Champions League. So first option is Molde. First half, Molde, total over 1. So 1 goal from Molde first half, return, 2 goals, win. Odd is 1.73, so I think it's a good option. So it's not a risky option because I think that they will score at least 1 goal first half for return. So it's difficult to lose in such bet. And second option, Molde Sarpsborg, it's both team to score, but odd for that is 1.45. It's super low, and I'm not expecting a lot of goals. Even previous game there were 4 goals. So it's both team to score. Yes, in total under 5.5, so no more than 5 goals. And for that bet, odd is 195. So this is my two suggestions for you for today. Join my Telegram channel for more bets.